we fix the quarterback situation in Cleveland? What is going on, Baker?
Yeah, he's fine. A lot of this is just getting some guys ready who are playing on Saturday. So.
One name is rising through the noise, Shedeur Sanders. He has to overwin. He has to win the battles and win the room and be above reproach. Before we dive in, do this for me. Like and subscribe right now, and if you love Shedeur, then comment SS 100%. Let's lock in. A lot of this week is about getting guys ready who are playing on Saturday. The stage is set, the clock is loud. For Shedeur, the standard is higher. It is not enough to compete. He has to rise above every doubt, above the chatter, above the politics. He has to do it in a way that earns trust from the locker room and the staff. I believe he did it in 3 ways. He acclimated himself with his teammates. He proved his readiness after injury. He showed poise and precision when it mattered. Here's the backdrop. He was ruled out from the last matchup with an oblique strain. That would rattle a lot of players, not him. Kevin Stefanski has him training for the next game. Day 1 back, he made a statement. He let it rip. One absolute dime, an unreal throw that turned the field into a highlight reel. It was the clip of the day, and it felt like a spark. The kind of spark that can flip a depth chart. The kind of spark that can turn a camp body into a real contender for a spot on the team. Now the question, will it impress Stefanski enough to give him more reps? Will that one throw become a dozen live snaps? Will the door crack open and stay open? There's more. Shedeur returned to practice from that oblique strain, and he looks ready. He has a real shot to play against the Rams on Saturday in the dress rehearsal game. That is the last real tune-up before the lights count. They want to see him one more time. He had a nice debut against the Panthers. Now they want more live action on tape, more answers before this season asks the hard questions, and the game forces him into the huddle. According to Kay Cabot, he is set to see playing time in the final preseason game. That is a critical chance to leave a mark. Cabot says this game could be a turning point. It could change how Stefanski sees him and earn a more substantial role. She confirms he has fully recovered from the oblique strain and he is ready for the challenge. The Browns are eager to see him prove it. At practice, he treated every rep like a job interview. His movement looked sharp and precise. He opened the session with his routine drills, footwork, timing, ball carriage. There was not a single moment where you could see rust. He looked fluid. He looked locked in. It felt like he had never left. That is what readiness looks like. That is what determination sounds like when you can hear it in a silent field. Stefanski has been cautious with him. No rush, no shortcuts. They checked his arm, they checked his core, they made sure the body can cash the checks the mind wants to write. After warm-ups, he moved into one-on-one throws and pocket drills. The ball jumped, the feet were clean, the base was balanced. He looked solid. And we all know this about him. He has exceptional pocket presence. We have seen it in the preseason. The tape does not lie. When pressure came, he did not blink, he did not flinch. Poise and accuracy showed up. He stood tall, then slid just enough. He kept his eyes up, he delivered strikes. That is what handling heat looks like. That is the difference between eyeballing the rush and feeling the rush. That is the craft. Journalist Mark Schlereth broke it down on a recent podcast. He called Shedeur elite in the ways that mattered. He praised the ball placement and the fluid movement, even if the snaps are limited. He says the kid has been impressive in training. He went back to that first preseason game. He loved the way Shedeur navigated the pocket to avoid pressure. He said the decision-making popped and the athletic gifts backed it up. Plays under pressure looked effortless. Schlereth did not sugarcoat it. He said this: "He took too many sacks. I put that on him and on the system. He has to be better, but he is deadly accurate, he has great touch, and the thing I loved is his ability to slide and his movement in the pocket. He can create space. He is not eyeballing the rush, he is feeling the rush." That is veteran talk. That is respect with a challenge inside it. After the usual gauntlet of drills, Shedeur gave the field a moment. A flawless touchdown in teamwork. Snap, set, lean back, tighten the arm, rip a precise throw to a spot where only his guy could get it. That is big-time control. That is composure in action. It showed how sharp he is with ball placement. It showed why a coordinator starts to smile when the windows get small. All of that might be why Stefanski is quiet about the depth chart behind Joe Flacco. When he was asked, he said this: "We will make that call in a couple of days." That is it. Short, flat. It fuels the speculation, it keeps the world guessing, it makes you wonder if the staff wants one more look on Saturday before they put ink to paper. The cards are close to the vest. That is how this staff plays it. Stefanski has been patient with Shedeur. The philosophy is simple. Give players the right opportunities. Do not rush a body that is not ready. Do what the players need. Provide support, build development. Never force someone into a spot they cannot handle. That is a measured approach. Think about last year. Injuries hit, Watson was in and out, chaos found the room. What year is this? It is the year you stop gambling on hope and start building for the long haul. That is why analysts are now pushing back on the default move to Joe Flacco. Ryan Clark has been out front on this. He says the Browns should think beyond this month. He believes Shedeur could be the long-term solution. He says experience alone should not decide it. He argues the staff should have put more weight on viable long-term options like Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Both show real future potential. He says the Browns missed a chance to nurture that talent from day one. His point is simple. It is not just about this season. It is about sustained success. Clark put it in plain words. That is the wrong move. You should look at one of these rookies to see if you have your franchise quarterback in the building. Whether it is Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel, I felt both had good debuts in the preseason. You know what Joe Flacco is. Do not make the comfortable decision. Find out if one of these young men that you drafted in the 3rd or the 5th round could be the guy. That is a challenge to the room. That is a challenge to the plan. Shedeur's return to the field has raised the volume on every debate inside the building. Stefanski is cautious, and that is smart. Make sure the recovery is real before you toss the kid into the fire. But the skills are hard to ignore. Precision in the intermediate game, timing on outbreakers, control velocity on seams, a calm pocket presence that does not get loud when the rush does. Those are starter traits. That puts pressure on a decision that already carries weight. The speculation around Joe Flacco as the starter only grows. More analysts are now saying the same thing. The Browns may be overlooking long-term options like Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel. Relying only on Flacco's experience can be short-sighted. You have a window to develop a young quarterback who can secure the future. You have a chance to build something that lasts past this season. When you get that chance, you take it. Now we wait for the final preseason game. All eyes will be on Shedeur. He has a pivotal opportunity. He can turn potential into proof. He can turn buzz into trust. One clean drive can move a marker. One clutch throw on 3rd and long can speak louder than a week of talk. One 2-minute drill can change a room. Stefanski's decision in the coming days will define this quarterback room. It will ripple through the locker room. It will shape how the offense grows. It could carry long-lasting implications for the future of the franchise. That is not drama. That is reality in the NFL. The margin is thin. The tape is the truth. The truth is coming on Saturday. So where does this land? You have 2 paths. You can ride with the proven and temporary choice. Or you can invest snaps in a player who can grow into the job. Flacco gives you a baseline. He gives you steadiness. But Shedeur gives you a shot at upside. He gives you a chance to build something that scales with your roster and your timeline. I keep going back to the 3 ways he did it. He acclimated with his teammates. The chemistry looks real. The huddle listens. The receivers trust the spot throws. I see veterans tap his helmet after reps. That matters. He proved his readiness after the injury. No sign of hesitation. No flinch in the core when he drives the ball. The medical box is checked. He showed poise and precision under pressure. Pocket movement that creates space. Eyes up.
Feet calm. He feels the rush. He does not stare at it. That is an advanced trait for a young quarterback. If the Browns want to maximize this season and the next 5, they can still make a bold choice. You can keep Flacco as the steady hand and still feed real reps to Shedeur. You can set up packages. You can build a plan that ramps him up. Use the Rams game to test red zone, test 3rd and medium, test a 2-minute drill before the half. Give him a chance to stack proof. All the signs point to a real shot on Saturday. The body is cleared, the timing is tight, the arm is live, the coaches are watching, the media is watching, the locker room is watching. Every snap is a message. Every decision is a vote for who you want to be. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Shedeur Sanders has earned the chance to start, or should Kevin Stefanski stick with Joe Flacco's experience for now? Are the Browns making a mistake by not giving more reps to young quarterbacks like Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel? Could this be the turning point for the team's future, or are they better off with a proven and temporary solution? Drop your take in the comments. If you love Shedeur type SS 100%, hit like and subscribe so you do not miss the breakdown on the Rams game and the decision that follows. The next chapter starts on Saturday. Be there when it happens.